Hey, welcome to a new show that we're calling the CFB Late Show. I got a guy that's kind of unicorn around here. He does so much you don't really see him that often, but when you do get to see him, you get something special each and every time. This is CFB Moon, our chief communication strategist. He's the reason we get on a lot of these fields at a lot of these places, and the wizard behind our website. How you doing, brother?
Man, you don't understand how crazy I'm about to go right now on this episode. I am super excited to be back live. We'll just start there. We'll just start there. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to you because you've been going crazy.
I
You've
appreciate
been
it,
going
brother.
crazy. Just had a great show. Shout out to ECG as well. Phenomenal content. Make sure y'all check that out as well. I'm excited, bro. Top 25 rankings for the college football playoff react just dropped.
Mhm.
To inaugural episode. We don't know what's going to come from this, but this is our late night show. It's going to be like satire, us roasting ourselves, roasting these teams. We're going to make it fun, but we're going to also be a college football purist. We're going to hold you near and dear and make sure you're good. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Other than, thank you for the warm welcome. Appreciate you. I'm super excited to do content with you again because, man, it's like the Undertaker and Kane. She was like
And they stayed, they ran the same.
My fault.
Wait,
I kind of foreshadowed there.
it's
So
crazy.
before we get into these college football playoff rankings, I got a clip I want to play for everyone, and you all just let me know how y'all feel about this clip.
And they ran the same thing the whole time. I just execute the play that's called.
But brother, did you hear that one, brother? He said he just executed the play that's called. How you feel about that move?
What? You do what? You do what, Carson Beck? You just execute the play that's called? Okay. All right. So when we were holding your head up from being off the ground in Louisville after you threw interceptions and TJ Capers came and saved the day, did you have this same energy when you was talking about I just executed the play was called? Well, the play that was called was on your shoulders and you fumbled the bag. Guess what happened in this game against SMU? 2 interceptions. 2. You was executing the play that's called. You're not about to just throw Shannon Dawson underneath the bus, bro. He saved you last week against Stanford.
Shout out to the squad. D now in the chat. My dog the mayor in the chat.
I can't even see
they going,
comments, but I love
they
y'all,
going
bro.
crazy. That man Nino put a picture of the wheels on the best, bro.
What do you mean? Like, I don't understand this, bro. Like, we have to have a serious conversation right now, bro. Because I talked to you about this earlier, but like Carson Beck has a tendency that I'm starting to notice when everything is going good and everything. He wants to give his teammates love and everything like that, but like he has an alter ego about himself. And that alter ego starts to come out when things don't start going his way. And we see that show up continuously throughout this last couple of weeks. Let's just say the last month of the season, October. Shine light on October for the Miami Hurricanes. And when they have been the most dejected as a team this past week against SMU and then also against Louisville. What was he talking about at the end of the Louisville game?
It's still a lack of accountability. It's still a lack of onus. And as your leader, and you looking at this guy that could possibly lead you, heading into the NFL.
That's a huge question mark. Red flags. That's if I'm a draft scout, like I know you can hit a seam ball. I know that you can throw a perfect dig pattern. I know when your feet are set and your eyes are square, like you can be one of the best quarterbacks coming out this draft. I know that, but I also have high question marks and very grave concerns when it comes to Carson Beck and his inner fortitude. Like 100%. I really do. I don't have those same conversations with other people in the ACC. I wouldn't be having this conversation with Kevin Jennings.
You would.
I'll just leave that to a whole nother. Pony up, bro. Pony up, bro. Pony up,
And
bro.
you lit and this show expect 100%. I'm not gonna be saying much because I know you've been wanting to be unleashed for a while. So we're just gonna talk about it. So let's talk about we'll get to the overall top 25 list. We'll talk about these first 12 teams. If the playoffs were to start today, we finally get a college football playoff ranking. I know a lot of us have been really upset with the AP poll. One, the lack of care To be honest with you, Stetson Bennett got drafted. Yo, they are cooking up in the chat. Shout out to the squad. That is hilarious. Beck would be a fifth rounder. I love Becko better. So shout out to the squad. So we're looking at this week 11, the inaugural rankings of the season.
Crashed his draft stock, bro. He crashed his draft stock.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that have, but I believe in the postseason, albeit the Senior Bowl, East-West Shrine Game, Combine, I think there will, and you will have the ability to kind of get that stock up. And I hold that true. So let's get into this. We'll talk about the over 25, the entire 25 a little bit later. So if the college football playoff started for today, let's just first talk about these first round matchups before we even get into the ranking. First round, you'll have in Athens, Memphis Tigers heading to Athens for a game that I would love, but it's in Athens. we got that match.
That is belt to hind parts.
It'll be bad, right? And then we also got Oregon versus Texas Tech. That will be in Lubbock. And Oregon and Texas Tech has some history. Like when you think about the Tyler Shucks
Oregon
of
and Texas
the world.
Tech?
Yeah, Oregon at Texas Tech. I think that'd be a damn good game. Then we have UVA at Ole Miss. I don't like that matchup. And Notre Dame heading to heading to Provo to play BYU. We are not worthy of a game of that magnitude. And BYU, certainly, you look at their side of the bracket. Great point, D-Now. You look at their side of the bracket, they have the opportunity to make a run. So, the number one overall team is Ohio State. Well, congratulations, Ohio State. If you win, you get the winner of Texas Tech and Oregon, neutral site. Very reminiscent of Oregon last year. You know what I'm saying? They get the opportunity. They get to do the Emperors. Georgia, Memphis, winner of that game, which would be Georgia for sure. If it was at Memphis would have a chance because I love that crowd. But, winner of that, it'll be Georgia, Alabama. Again, winner of Ole Miss and Tech in Virginia will play Texas A&M neutral site. Ole Miss and Texas A&M will be a damn game. And then I don't care who's playing Indiana. They have an opportunity to beat Indiana. So talk to me about how you feel about at least these first overall teams. If you're just getting here, shout out to everybody in the chat. I truly appreciate you. Ohio State, number 1 overall. Indiana, number 2. Texas A&M, number 3. Alabama, number 4. 5, Georgia. 6 is Ole Miss. 7 is BYU. 8 is Texas Tech. Now, that 8-9 matchup is so tech. It's so vicious.
Wait.
What?
Hold on. This is my first time hearing it because I can't see it.
Right.
They rank Bama higher than Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. So, Bama's rated higher than Georgia, and the buys are coming from the Big Ten and SEC, and that's the way that they will want it. So, Ohio State get a buy, Indiana will get a buy, Texas A&M. We both love Texas A&M, and Alabama will all get buys. And
I'm not mad at that.
Should be flipped. Hey, bro, you all know ball. I'm all in on the A&M train. So you all know ball. I did not think that the College Football Playoff Committee would rank Ohio State number 1. I just did not foresee that coming.
You didn't think that they would have the cojones to do it?
I didn't think they would do it because when we started to look at the strength of schedule metric, I just did not think. And it's not that Ohio State has played amazing this year, but their best victory is against Texas. Texas looks much improved now. And at neutral site, I'm not even sure I would pick Ohio State, even though Ohio State is playing better football.
Against Texas now,
neutral site, yes. I believe that that Mississippi game in Starkville, the miracle that happened down there, I think propelled them for that Vandy game. And even though they let up later against Vandy, they played outstanding against Vandy. So how do you feel about this overall makeup? Matchup? Really good matchups, though.
So to your first point about Ohio State being number 1, I can understand them doing that. Like, I'm not mad at them putting Ohio State number 1. We've been talking about that pretty much all year long.
For sure.
They don't play like they're number 1 a lot of times. But I will say that I do love Julian Sayin and his growth. I think that if you're going to give anybody keys to the offense, it's him. I feel like there's no turning back. All gas, foot on the pedal. I do got to give Brian Hartline some love just for the way he's been scheming up, because that was a question mark that I know I had heading into the season. Like, both of the coordinators, they've been giving, like, I say round of applause for Ohio State, because, you've been having to win ugly. Like, last week was an ugly win in my opinion, but it's Penn State. Like, you're going to expect that. Post-coaching change, all things considered. I don't blame you, but for the committee being able to recognize that, shout out to them. However, I put in my CFB Nation poll this week when I voted, I put Indiana number one. And the reason why I put Indiana number one over it is just because they have been putting belts to hind parts on everybody all season long, and they look like dominating as if a number one team should. I actually debated Indiana, Ohio State. I'm not mad at anybody if they have their four: Indiana, Ohio State, Texas A&M. Like if they have that in their top three, I'm not mad. Shake your hand, however you want to flip them. Like, I got my preference. I can't be mad at them, but I like, hey, Indiana, what they're doing and how they're dominating and how they're winning in the trenches, holding up in the Big Ten, like that's what I want to see. Like this past week, people thought Maryland had a chance. I'm one of those people, just based on how Maryland's defense had been playing throughout this season with tackles for losses, turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, anything that you want positive EPA on defense, they were living up to those measurables. And then they run into the Kirk Cinetti juggernaut that is Indiana Hoosiers, Hoosiers. And then, what is it? Choo-choo, we choo-chooing out here because this is just runaway, man. Runaway love. That's what I felt like watching to that game. No copyright. Please don't try to strike us.
They're not going to copyright us. So, and that was something that I spoke on earlier, D-Now, when I was on East Coast Gridiron CFB Rush Show, was that like I was 8 points. You look at the 8 points and total cumulatively in their 2 losses, they are a few plays away from being undefeated, and not enough people were talking about them. That's why I thought it was so important for CFB Nation in our poll to have them in our top 25, which we did. We had them in our top 25. So shout out to everybody and the friends who helped vote on that poll as well. I thought the poll played out beautifully. North Texas was in the top 25. Memphis was in the top 25. And Raffle, shout out to Raffle. He said, I love how the CFP poll actually doesn't have a G6 school. So ESPN had to do the job for him. Yep. Great, outstanding point. I love a lot of the verbiage that we're getting in the chat.
I like him. He cool with me, man.
So yeah, there's a lot to take on there. So your number one overall team for you will be
Indiana University.
If you had a horse in a race,
this is just because of they just been wiping the floor with teams, bro. And Kirk Cinetti still has the same look every time. They could be up 55-0. Like, and he still got the same look, like this blank, faceless expression of like, I'm Drago and you're Creed, and I must break you. Like, that's what it feels like. I put it in that situation, and it's only because of dominance. If I'm ranking a number one team, I want to see dominance. And Indiana has done that and then some. You know, the Oregon game, I had Oregon for the longest amount of time ranked in my top 3. You couldn't convince me that they were out, even though they were struggling in a lot of key areas that I take cold pride in. But Indiana took Oregon to the deep end of the water and said, let's see if you can swim, duckies. Let's see how good them feathers start to ruffle whenever we get. And we know the end result of that. That's when I said, all right, bro, we might have a team that's on our hands that just might be like a runaway freight train in college football, and I've been taking them seriously. You know, for the longest in the ranking, I want to rank them high, past like, because I said, keep seeing it, bro. You gonna keep having to show me. You have to keep showing me, and then they keep showing me. I'm like, I get it. You don't got to keep beating me over the head with this Cinetti. Like, put it away, sir. Put it away, sir. Like, okay, yeah, we got.
Do you think some of
Ohio State
the lopsided victories? You think some of the lopsided victories will hurt Mendoza's chance to win the Heisman, because his brother ends up coming
a little bit
and mop up duty a lot.
A little bit, but if the Heisman voters are ball knowers, they should know that Fernando Mendoza has been one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Man is dealing and willing. His brother is next in line, and I don't know how he continues to do it. Like Kirk Cinetti just got a chain reaction. It's not stopping no time soon. And then when his brother gets in, it's just like it's not really a big drop off. So
it's not.
It's just like, what do you do as a team? It's like it's hard. They make it. You have to be on all your P's and Q's all your X's and O's, dot all your I's, cross your T's, and still pray to the Lord above that you don't make any mistakes, and that's the only way that you'll have a chance. And you still probably don't got a chance. And that's playing Indiana.
And that's what Dina was just saying. He said he's one of the best. I don't think he's a lock to win it. Now I'm with you there. I think if Alabama continues to win it, you'll be hard pressed to pick anybody over Ty Simpson at the moment. So Moon, I'm not sure a lot of people knows that you write about a lot of these teams each and every week, all of them. I say a lot of them, but all of them. And then you'll do individual articles for the games, and then you'll do like these the pulse, right? The pulse of a conference or the pulse of the upper echelon of the conference. So what's a team that you think, I named the top 12, the teams that are in. Memphis gets the G5, G6 bid, however you want to say that. And then we're looking at UVA, Notre Dame, because I know you can't see it right now. Notre Dame is number 10, number 9 is Oregon, number 8 is Texas Tech, number 7 is BYU, number 6 is Ole Miss. Ole Miss, I don't like the side of the bracket they on, but I like them probably better than a lot of teams in college football. 5 is UGA, 4 Alabama, 3 Texas A&M, 2 Indiana, 1 Ohio State. Who's the team that's not listed currently in here? It could be G5, G6, if you think another team may jump Memphis just based on the schedule. What we're seeing in American, we're seeing a renaissance in American. They took the athletic out of their name, and then they said we're legit now. Like probably some of the best football in college. You know how I feel about the Big 12. I think some of the best football that's played currently right now is in the American. There's outstanding college football played there. So who's it right now not listed? It could be a G6 program. It could be a Power 4 program. But who's a program right now?
Can I give you two?
Yep.
All right. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast.
I like that.
On the
I
East
know
Coast.
who your team on the West Coast is, but go ahead.
And it ain't Danny Scudero. Look, all right. So the East Coast, I would say we probably have to make some consideration for JMU. If the committee is really going to be taken seriously and they're going to rank Louisville high, and Virginia high, then JMU's only loss was against Louisville on a
they struggled with them. It was a weeknight
game. And it was a weeknight game, and they switched and rotated multiple quarterbacks, including the one that they have right now is their guy, Alonzo Barnett the third. And then he and the other gentleman struggled throughout this game, and you still took Louisville to the deep end and figured out a way to have the game. I think they had the lead going into halftime. And then if it wasn't for Chris Bell and the Lord above for blessing Miller Moss with good throw power ability to put it in tight windows to make them claw back in the end of the game, because Isaac Brown wasn't popping off at that moment in time yet. JMU, like, they could be undefeated right now. And since they're not, I saw this team up close when it came to Atlanta.
And that's what Raph was saying. Raph was saying he's like the Sun Belt is so much better than people give credit for. I think you could look at every group of 5 conference, and of course it'll be group of 6 once the Pac-12 is a full conference again. Like you look at what's going on in the MAC right now. MACtion is beautiful. We got a beautiful game on right now between Miami of Ohio and then how everybody's jumbled up. Like you're either 5-3 or you're at 500 or you're a few games. Yeah, but that's the way it looks. And you look at what's going on in the Fun Belt. We've seen, and we've been calling the Fun Belt. I couldn't tell you last time I called it Sun Belt to somebody. I may have just said it just reading it, but the Fun Belt is amazing. Con USA is lacking. They got newer teams, but some of these like Kennesaw State, fingers crossed. I hope they win the conference, and we hope we're at Kennesaw for the conference championship game.
Right.
So you start to look at the gap is closed. NIL has helped close that gap. So I love what you said. So give me the West Coast team you were talking about.
Before we give that, special shout out to everybody in the chat. But like, peep this though. JMU just put up 60 plus points, and they did it. And you look at the end of the game. I mean, at the third quarter mark, the first player to have, they said, "Bombs away. We're going over to the apartment." Bombs away.
And Brad made a great point. He said, "When's the time you'll see a team start the season 2-4, right?" And now they're 5-4 in the season. And Arkansas State was the team he mentioned, and we saw them in a really good game versus Kennesaw State. Yeah, that was a great parallel. Hey, Brad, you're a 1%er. Welcome.
Just because, like, those teams, like, they have been scrapping and clawing, bro. That's what leads me to my next team. If all else goes how I think it should go, San Diego State could be the G5-6 representative. Boise, you fumbled the bag. You had an opportunity this past weekend to wipe the floor with the leader of, or tied for the lead for the Mountain West. And what did you do? 30-7. Hind parts to belt. And it wasn't even pretty. It wasn't even pretty for you. It was on the blue turf. So your team had to sit there and your fans had to sit there and experience it. Now, this is not me trolling you. I'm passionate about college football. We love Boise. Like, Brian, if you see this, I'm sorry I got to talk about the team in this way.
I haven't seen Brian. It's just interesting. Brian, where are you? We just come have a seat.
It was the Notre Dame week. It was back then, you know. But like, back on topic. So, you know, Fresno says, "Oh, we're gonna actually play for real. We're gonna play for real. We're gonna actually put these boys in a chokehold, and we're just gonna run the rock and run the rock."
We've been warning everybody about those FCS guys. The entire, like, you gotta watch. I don't trust those FCS. They got the chip on their shoulder, sides of Texas. I don't trust those guys. I don't particularly care for them, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh, I love them actually because they remind me of me, bro. Just undersized. I'm gonna fight for. I don't care how big you are. Like that lever mentality. Yeah. Man, I love it.
Better watch out, bro. Hey, San Diego State though, if everything keeps going away, I think they're like right behind Ohio State for the lead in total defense and the amount of points scored.
That's a fact.
They are in a situation their defense is their calling card. I watched it over and over and over again this season, watching their games. Late night, you know, ain't nothing else to watch. All the other big boys
are. To a question, how many games do you watch a week? I know you got me beat, and I watch a lot of games every week. And I also watch film as well. But I know you have me beat. How many games do you watch? Have you seen at least 7 or 8 minutes of play of all 136? And I know you watch even FCS as well. You've seen 5 minutes of every team this year. Probably about half an hour, 3 hours of each team.
I would say right around that. Like, because
it's rare. I call you and you're not working. It's super rare.
I'm usually like watching press conferences. I think the thing that makes I like to watch the press conferences because
you put those in your articles a lot too. I noticed that.
Yeah, you got to give the people the highlights, the press conferences sometimes, and just
almost like the photos to a book, kind of.
Yeah, just to make it visually appealing. We got Gen Z out here. They need something visual to look at.
It's microwave. You got maybe a minute and a half on a bad day.
Hey, bro, I watch a lot of games. And a lot of the teams that I love to watch the most played late at night. San Diego State, San Jose State. Walker
that's all now. That's a lot of teams, bro.
Like they put up 612 yards, I think. Walker Egan just did, like San Jose State, and I was sitting there enjoying every single moment of it. Like I just loved it. And then I'll probably end the night writing.
What's your favorite level of college ball? Is it FBS, FCS? I'm sorry. Let's rephrase that question. Is it Power 4, G5, FCS, or I know you watch Division II ball. You've been to a Division II game this year. So what is your favorite level of ball to watch? Because it's honestly a legitimate question I can ask you.
It's probably.
Is it FCS?
It's probably G5.
It's probably G5, Group 5.
It's probably, if I had to rank it, it'd probably be G5, HBCU / FCS. Then
what is it about G5? Because I know I know like when I'm preparing my show, and you'll probably notice I do this, and I know I'm about to cover a lot of G5 ball. I'm gonna give my bro a call. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about this person? How you feel about that person? So what is it about G5 ball?
Yeah, I feel like I'm easy over 100.
Yo, Dino, you and Moon are sick. This man,
me and him, like I can't like
a D3 game. Wisconsin Whitewater versus Mount U. Yeah, bro.
Yo, like for real, we got games on the TV, the games on the phone. Then we got games on the other phone.
Get some help, bro. You're sick, bro.
We need it. Like
I gotta take my governor tag and hand it to you guys. That's sick, bro.
We gotta go and find
shout out to Salisbury University, by the way.
Internets and stuff.
Yeah. You guys are a dark web of college football.
The dark web internet. I'm looking at Reddit. I'm trying to see what everybody talking about.
You did not need a show called need a show called the dark web of CFB, bro. That is
G3 Wisconsin versus Mountain Union. He's a dog. He's a dog. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I was watching St. Thomas out of Minnesota in their highlights the other night. Well, I think yesterday night. And I was like, bro, like these kids can play.
I should probably start watching.
To answer your question though, G5 is the best in my opinion because they often it's the haves and the have-nots in college football, and oftentimes the G5 schools are the have-nots. They always get their players poached in the transfer portal. They always get the money that comes in on the back end. They don't get the front end money. They get the back end money. And then when you talk about these coaches, they are oftentimes on the hot seat all the time. Like
Oh,
they
100%.
their seat never.
Sometimes it has nothing to do with gridiron play. Sometimes it's the inability to fundraise and be that brand ambassador that we talk about all the time. Raph, great point. He said, guys, hear me out. Yeah. Oregon State versus UMass for the Sucky Bowl at the end of the season. See who sucks worse. And Raph, you one of us, bro.
Hey, make them play in the Bahamas. Bring it back, baby. Bring it back.
Right. What they used to say on TNT, gone fishing. That's the quintessential gone fishing bowl, bro.
They gone fishing. Hey, I really do think that UMass though could get a win this week. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's crazy.
Oh, G5 though. G5 is just it, bro. Like I love going to G5 games more than I like going to like the big universities and stuff. Because
you remember the 3 games we did in the day? What was it? Clemson versus Syracuse, Georgia Tech versus Temple. We enjoyed ourselves most at the Kennesaw State and Arkansas State game. The hospitality,
by far,
press box, being able to talk to the cameraman, and we talking shop, and we impressed with what he's doing. He's even more impressed with what we're doing, that we're independent and able to do we're doing this. So it's fantastic.
I love being in those atmospheres.
He said, "Nah, go old school at the Tokyo Dome." Hey, bro, Dean sick. He's a very sick man, bro. He's a very sick man, dude.
You got me beat. Nah, take my hand. You got me beat, bro.
Hey, God, don't remind me about that game. Yes, we were at that game. We were on the field. Hey, Jimmy John's at halftime in their open press box. It's amazing. If you have not been to Kennesaw State, that's why fingers crossed. We got season credentials there. I would love for that to be the.
And shout out to Jerry Mack, bro, because I caught it before the season started. Y'all gotta get the roses, bro. You gotta sniff them, like for real, because we caught it. We went to that spring game. We said, "Dang, bro, they got a new coaching staff. Everybody out here is new. Dexter Williams out here." At that point, Odom was still going to war with Skyler for the quarterback position. And Odom took the next job and said, "All right, I'm putting my name in the pot." They defense made progressive strides going up. Then you get to the season, they got belt to the ass, in a lot of different ways. And then, they had to take those lumps. And then we get to the season, and their offense just goes explosive. I like Kennesaw State when they are no huddle. They're not even thinking, just go fast. Get a first down fast. On the ball, go. Over the top, run the ball, whatever you got to do. Just explosion. I like that version of Kennesaw State. We got a chance to see it, but like those G5 schools, I think that they just have so much pride for their universities that the fans are sickos. Like they'll really talk shop with you whenever we go out there, and then the hospitality is always amazing. Yeah. You don't need a lot like to be able to have a good time, be able to get busy. But I would rank G5 number 1, FCS and HBCU probably number 2. Then I would put like the SEC and all that. I'll put that probably at my bottom because it's not that it's not good. It's just that there's so many theatrics with the SEC. Like I was a kid in a candy store, make no mistake, watching Dark Mode this past weekend with Tennessee. Tennessee went crazy, Governor. And I know you don't like Tennessee.
I don't got no beef with Tennessee. I got beef with them now, though. They're trying to fire Coach Hyper when this has been one of his best coaching jobs the entire year.
Dark Mode was amazing. Dark Mode, they did a great job.
Saturday to Arkansas State. Man, we need to make it down there. We do got a great relationship with the program.
Oh, bro, come on, man. That'll be fun. Got to see Bush Jones again. We saw Arkansas State earlier this season. I think when they came to Kennesaw. So I like that school. But yeah, my G5 representative, if all things go right and according to plans, it would either be James Madison or it would be San Diego State and the Aztecs. And that's just my hat in there right now. San Jose State got too many losses for me or anybody else to take them seriously, even though they are an absolute fire show.
No, that's a fact.
I can't speak highly right now how I want to of a North Texas or a USF because it's still so much season left in the American, and every week I can't bank on you making it out alive.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
USF has to play UTSA this week. You better watch out. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Owen McCown is coming to take your lunch money, bro.
31-33, brother. That's how we feel today. 31-33, huh?
I like Owen McCown. That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
The Roadrunners are serious. Trailer at home.
And it was overlooked by most.
Yeah, trailer at home. Trailer at home is a different beast, different animal. And then this is the part I told you. I didn't tell anybody this yet.
This might be the boldest take.
They be about to run the table and get in.
I said, JK, I was about to say that's bold, brother. And like his family is like a Notre Dame family, so the scale.
You know how much craziness the college football gods have in store for us.
Yeah, we are not worthy, brother. And we continue to say it. We're not worthy. We don't deserve this here college football season, brother. You don't know how good it's good. You know, I'm gonna see you back on camera doing your thing. That's why I knew you had so much to talk about. So I want to give you the rest of the top 25 rankings because I'm sure you have not seen them yet. So let me identify them here on one of my browsers that I got up.
Dang, I forgot.
What's that?
Hugh Freeze not making it with us. He didn't make it with us this past week.
Yeah, we continue to talk about, you know, that the Black Sundays. We get Black Sundays every weekend. I think we got another Black Sunday coming.
Oh,
ECNG and I had a conversation. I'm deeming the Florida State and Clemson game down in Death Valley, or the place formerly known as Death Valley, because ain't nobody scared to go to Clemson. Death Row, Death what? You know what I'm saying? What?
That's crazy because I love going to that place, bro. I love going to Clemson so much, man.
The fan base shows up and show out, right? That place is like a halfway house now. Like it ain't death row. It ain't death valley. Like, nobody care about that place. Let me give you the rest of the top 25. I told you the 12.
All right, cool.
25 to 1. Tennessee at number 25.
You can stop right there. 3 losses. Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, all belt to hind parts.
The Georgia game was a damn good game. Overtime, they had opportunities. They could have won that game. I ain't mad at you. Alabama, it got away from there earlier.
I see what you did there.
The Oklahoma game.
Belt.
Dude, like I'm thinking, all right, I had no faith in this Tennessee team this year. This is one of Josh Heupel's best coaching jobs. And you know what kills me about Tennessee fans? Do they not remember the Jeremy Pruitt years? I guess they think Coach Foreman is coming back, right? He's not walking through the doors, brother.
Oh, my goodness. They make my head hurt sometimes. They don't really understand how blessed that they are.
They don't get it. And sometimes, and we saw this with Florida in the 2024, how much success that they had. They wanted Billy Napier out. If I was Billy Napier, is no way, shape, or form I'm giving that program. I'm doing what Jeff Hafley did. Oh, y'all gonna disrespect me? Oh, I won games. I'm cool looking. Y'all gonna put my family through this?
Yeah.
My kids don't want to hear about this. I'll go to Green Bay where it's not about fundraising. It's not about being a brand ambassador. It's about calling plays.
I rock with Hafley for doing that post doing that. When it happened, he had college football in the chokehold kind of because it's like, bro, what's he doing?
Mm-hmm.
But now, the brother's happy now. Like you can tell. When I say belt to hind parts for Tennessee and Georgia game,
right? The former Cowboy quarterback, ain't it? That's the AD at Tennessee.
The AD now, Foner, the AD from Tennessee. I gotta fact check that one.
I think it's Danny White, the former Dallas Cowboy. I don't know if it's another Danny White, but I think it's the former Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
I'm trolling when I say Tennessee got belt to hind parts against Georgia. We all know the game went to overtime. I'm talking more so just about in the line of scrimmage. Georgia has just been like a don't kill type of mentality this year. And you can't kill them. They're like the Jason Voorhees of college football. If this was a Halloween comparison, like they just don't die. Now I think where things start to get a little unchy. Tennessee is in a weird position because one, I feel like their fans take Josh Heupel for granted.
They look at him as a joke, bro.
I think nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room, but like when the season first started and we were at the Aflac kickoff game, and they were just wiping the floor at Syracuse, we said, "Dang, Tennessee a top 25 team for real."
Yeah,
like
I didn't think that,
and I didn't. We were both in the not pool compared to the yay pool. So the season goes on. We start having their moments. We get to the UGA game. We get to the Bama game. We get to where we are now. And this Oklahoma one, to me, feels like it stings the most because I really do feel like Oklahoma's defense continues to be the storyline. Like their defense is. I would not want to play them in the college football playoff. I would not want to play Oklahoma's defense at all. And Tennessee found out, like, times is rough out here. But the reality that we face,
Peyton blowing too.
Yeah, Peyton had a day. The pace of that game really fit Oklahoma because I felt like they wanted to take Tennessee in the back room and be like, let me rough them up real quick.
Oh, they took him to the woodshed, man. They took him to the woodshed. Hey, man. Hey, you can disrespectful with your mother? Come in.
Yeah, come here real quick. Let me catch you real quick. He put him in a chokehold like Melvin did Jody and Baby. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And then Tennessee fans after the game all mad. And the reason why you mad because you got 100,000 plus people that showed up to see Dark Mode. And the team looked amazing, lit up and everything. And y'all did a lot of theatrics. But y'all did all that theatrics and y'all did not get a win. Now, the problem is, I can understand you being mad, Tennessee fans. Like, I get it. But the reality is, you keep saying that we have national championship winning head coach. He's not a national championship. Well, last time I checked, one of them just exited the game not that long ago, and Hall of Fame coach Nick Saban. Right now, Kirby got a natty, Dabo got a natty, and Dabo is tweaking out more than we ever seen him in our entire lives. That's a fact. So y'all trying to push him out before the season started, trying to push him out of college football. So what is the makings of a championship winning head coach? And are those coaches able to grow on trees? Because they just X'd out James Franklin for not being able to be a championship winning coach and win big games, and also for other reasons we ain't gonna talk about.
So how far do fans really take it? So he mismanaged the Nico Iamaleava situation, and I think about the sport, the fact that there's only that one window, the fact that the window was only 10 days now will further the sport. So when you need to make a decision like that, you be sound in that decision making and say, hey, I don't like what you did at Ohio State game. I can understand if a different positional player, you are a quarterback, you are a leader. And I don't like the fact that you threatened to hold up because you heard that we get $20 million for making the college football playoff. Do you have a right to feel like the team deserves some of that money? Absolutely. Yeah. But it's the method that you chose to go about it. We're going to go in a different direction. Now the Darian Mensah sweepstakes, 21 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. And my boy Dante said it earlier, it would be a hand and glove fit. And in that Van Shoe system. So, yes, he definitely mismanaged that. But when we look at coaching at the collegiate level, and even though this sport, you and I both know it's a what have you done for me lately sport, unfortunately, recency bias is a thing in the sport. It is what it is. Win now or else. That's what college football is. BK, win now or else. What if I had told you they got fired before the season? What if I told you with the weapons and how active Auburn got in the transfer portal that, Hugh Freeze will no longer be the head coach there? What if I told you James Franklin wouldn't have been a head coach at Penn State no more? Billy Napier, we might have believed. We can see it. Even though the resources are plentiful in Gainesville, that's where I started to say, all right, Tennessee fans, let's take this to the next step. You get rid of Josh Heupel and let Josh Heupel go to Auburn. And let you face them every couple of years because I don't believe that they're annual opponents in this new non-conference game setup in the SEC. Who do you go get that's going to produce more than he had? That can recruit. Yes, that has Hendon Hooker has done nothing at the NFL level, bro. Like absolutely nothing. Jalen Hyatt hasn't either. You were right about him, by the way. We're looking at a guy. They're getting success out of Joey Aguilar. I know he put out a stinker this weekend, but if you watch college football, not just the SEC, but all of college football, the G5 ranks, we saw this in Boone last year. I had App State as one of the best teams in the Group of 5 ranks last year, and Sean Clark was fired after the season and everything. And surrounding areas with the hurricane, was it Helena? I believe it was. That led to that happening. I just didn't see Tennessee having the success that they're having this year with Joey Aguilar at quarterback. Based on 2023 season, he was phenomenal in Boone. Last season, he was not. He was just interception prone. So, to me, he's done an outstanding coaching job. But to Tennessee fans, and I want you to be a Tennessee fan in this moment. All right, Josh Heupel goes somewhere else. Who else who's going to take his spot in his job and get you guys to that next step when you are perennial SEC champions and you're fighting for playoff contention? Who's going to do better now?
The one example that everybody points to is always Kirby Smart because they have Mark Rick and then they go
in the chat, man. What's happening, man? Mr. Minor, how you doing,
Pops? We gotta make Pops a college football sicko and a 1% too. You know what I'm saying? People love my dad always. We talk about the comparison that everybody gives. It's always Kirby Smart because of the Mark Rick, and they were able to navigate the murky waters and go from good to great.
Great, for sure.
But for Tennessee, it's a different situation. Like, y'all been mid for so long that, like, y'all been mid since my grandma was watching Pilot Jones when it was on Pilot Sports. What?
I saw a tweet today, and I think you'll love that one. They said everybody born between the years of like 1960 something to 1995 has an emotional connection with the song "Young and the Restless."
Yeah,
and I agree with 100%. You hear it, I think of my grandmothers who both are deceased. God bless the dead. This is actually the 16th anniversary for my grandmother's passing. So I miss her dearly. Smartest person I've ever been around ever. Yeah, bro. So that's crazy, and we always talk about college football, how it's like the story.
Bro, speaking of grandmas, my grandma used to always say, if it walked like a duck, quack like a duck, got feathers like a duck, it is not no squirrel. And I'm sitting there like, what you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm sitting here like, I'm trying to find it out like Dora the Explorer. But I now understand what you mean. Like, y'all sit here and try to tell me that Josh Heupel ain't a good coach, but he win like a good coach. He recruit like a good coach. He constantly was just in the college football playoff last year like a good coach. Last time I checked, he a good coach. He just going through a tough storm. It's no shame in your game for losing to Alabama. There's no shame in your game for losing to Georgia. It just shows you're not there yet. It's okay. It's the haves and the have-nots. You're on the have-nots right now.
In the college football playoff, and Oklahoma is the first team out. But we need to look at this buyout. We need to see who you gonna get. You want to take a flyer on Hugh Freeze? No. Oh, you want BK to come down there faking his southern accent again? Who you gonna go get? Who
you gonna be singing freaking Rocky Top? No.
Yeah, who goes there and who would want to go there and have more success? I think Dan Lanning is probably the only person that I can think of, but he ain't leaving the resources in Eugene for the resources in Knoxville. He ain't going nowhere. I think he would consider LSU though. I think a lot of people would consider LSU.
Man, listen, these G5 schools, if Josh Heupel ever got on the market, bro, I bet you believe they'll put all the NIL collective on the line to try to get that man.
Heupel will have a job so fast, but I know personally, even dealing with everything he's dealing with at Tennessee, I know like the only job he will truly want from the bottom of his heart is a team that just beat them in Oklahoma.
But I think he's really happy at Tennessee, man.
Yeah, he would. The resources are just too plentiful. I agree. He would back to bring trucks up to keep Dan. Yeah, Dan Lanning ain't going nowhere.
Who's next on the list after Tennessee? That's Tennessee's number 25.
Dan, we ain't even make it past 25.
We give a good quality ball talk though. We give a good quality ball talk.
100% editorial ball talk. 24's Pitt. Love what Pitt brings to the table.
Thank you, college football playoff committee. Thank you. This is the reason why I say thank you, Governor. Is this because they did it early? You say you got to get ahead of the curve early before late. You put Pitt in a situation where they're ranked now. So now with their upcoming schedule, the teams that they have to play, y'all can look at their schedule and see for yourself why I got so excited. One of those games is a team that I cover a lot, Georgia Tech. I am nervous heading into that game. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. Georgia Tech's defense genuinely frightens me and petrifies me. And to have to go up against a quarterback that's came in for Holstein, and ever since he came in, it's been like new life for Pitt while they balance injuries and trying to get healthy while having a team that just has playmakers that are emerging from Raphael to like on the defensive side. We got some ballers. Pitt, I'm really loving, like Coach Narduzzi finally said, man, if we're gonna put all the money on the table, well, we put all the money on the table. You empty your pockets. Empty your pockets.
He's still one of those transformational coaches, man, that you don't see often.
And they show love in the offseason during the spring. So I'm happy. I want them to get all the success, period. Because, they got plenty of time to come. 24 is a great space. You win in those games against a Georgia Tech that got slipped in the rankings. You win in other chances. They're going to have no choice but to pole vault you up higher. So you see where Virginia is. In a couple of weeks, you might look up there and be like, oh, dang, where did Pitt come from? Up at 24.
Right. And the AP poll didn't have Pitt in the top 25, which is interesting. So we got Washington at number 23, 6-2. We've got some heckle and jive acts out of Washington. I thought at the time before they played Ohio State, I think they were first in the nation in scoring, maybe second in the nation in scoring. High-powered offense. Offense kind of disappeared, but everybody offense disappeared against Ohio State. What alarmed me was the following week. I was at the game when they played Maryland, and they did nothing for the better part of like 2.5 quarters. I say, well, let me get home early. Casual move there, brother. By the time I get home, even though I ain't want to sit in that parking lot and have to turn it to Lever Moon the way that you turned it to Lever Moon in the parking lot. Well, that was actually before the game. But anyway, I don't think I've ever seen that brother at the game again. Let's just say that. Well, yeah, so I was like, I get home early. I'm like, oh, bro, you're such a casual dog.
And then they came back.
They came back and won. And I missed the fiesta. Maryland started this year 4-0. 4 down. You know what's crazy? Black Sunday Conversation didn't even mention Mike Locksley.
There was a troll that did.
Really?
Yeah, there was a troll account that came out this weekend and went viral because they said Mike Locksley got fired after this past week against Indiana, and I thought it was true too.
He didn't get fired.
I said, wait, I didn't see D now say nothing about this. I didn't see Nino post about this.
Right. And they the Adam Schefters of the collegiate level. If they don't say it ain't true, cousin.
It's not true.
So what's your overall outlook on Washington? I think when we started to look at some of these vacancies, the two words, Jetfish isn't being mentioned enough to see the downslide that Arizona, even though they're playing much better this year, after he left, what that looked like for Brent Brennan in year one there in Tucson, and to see what he's done in Washington these first 2 years, why hasn't his name been brought up enough for some of these openings? Because he's an outstanding coach, and he's, how like I look at a coach like Jetfish, similar to you want your hands in all pots, all cookie jar. You don't care if your hand get caught in it. Like Jetfish is a guy, he's so involved with what they do defensively. He's so involved with what they do offensively. He's so involved with what they do special teams. I sometimes think, you have a delegation problem. He don't have a delegation problem. He has like, bro, I'm not having any excuses. If I get fired, I'm going to get fired the way that I want. Me. It's on me. I want my hand in every pot. And that's what I see with him. Like, we've been to fall camps, right? Zach Kelly couldn't help it every time he's by the quarterbacks, bro. He couldn't help himself, bro. He's back there critiquing every single thing. He's the offensive guy, right? Same thing. I've been to Virginia Tech fall camp. What do you think Brent Pry is? Chilling with the linebackers. Each and every time, because he's a defensive guy. So I think Jetfish is a unicorn that probably I fell for it, Dina. I fell for it, bro. I'm glad I didn't talk about him, and I'm like, doing my show, because I did do a Black Sunday episode, but for some reason my spirit wouldn't allow me to talk about it, bro.
I can't believe I fell for it too. I was like, man, dang, another one. Black Sunday again.
Right. Hey, Black Sunday, bro. I know each and every week. I've never seen Dabo Swinney waver ever. I seen him waver this week. He wavered. Like he wasn't sure if he's gonna get fired or not.
Dang, we ain't probably gonna talk about Clemson, so I'm gonna give him another 30 seconds for a little bit. I have never seen Dabo get like that before, bro. And the crazy thing is, like, if I was down there on the sideline, I would have been over there with the cameras rolling, like, let me see what's going on. Like, all funny jokes aside, like, on one side, it's like, man, I wish more coaches laid into their players and Caden cared about, like, really cared that much, because Dabo is in a situation where he came out before the season and said, we're going to be 16-0. Yep. I can't fault a coach for having that much confidence in his team, especially since we saw it on paper, and they just can't make those paper and the lines between the pages actually make sense. Mm-hmm. Then you have a coach like Hugh Freeze who came out and said, oh, my team is going to be 6-6. Like, I'm going to look at Hugh Freeze like he crazy when your talent clearly is there. You just sniped one of my players at Georgia Tech, like in Eric Singleton. I'm sitting here looking at what you're doing in recruiting.
I bet you regret that decision.
You might regret that decision. And then you just see like the dichotomy of how everything is working out in the college football ecosystem. And then you see Dabo just going crazy. And
you know what's crazy about Clemson, brother? You know, I'm a wine guy. I'm a cigar guy. I love my Henny Pure White as well. The last time we went to Clemson, the way that fan base showed up, I didn't move for 7 minutes. I literally left my body. It was like I'm from Washington D.C. I love go-go music. It was like being in the middle of a go-go. You know, I've utilized that euphoric analogy before at Virginia Tech, but I'm like, this team is struggling. Right before Syracuse, we thought Syracuse was going to be the bounce back game. You know, when we're on the field, we're constantly moving. It took me a legit 5 to 7 minutes to
you didn't move. You was literally stuck. I checked from the press box. It said, "Where my dog at? Where my dog at? Where you?"
I'm right here, and I'm not moving, bro. Like it was crazy, bro. And I've been there in the spring. But when you're there for the real thing, no matter how good that team is, that fan base shows up.
It's an amazing like venue to be at. Period for like college football game. That's why it's so tough and tragic to see that they're having a bad season because you just expect them to be at the top. But I think that it just showcases the ACC constantly gets popped off on. And everybody want to say, "Oh, they're so mid, they're so mid." Like, but they also have some of the craziest games so far in college football this year, and they have teams that have been sniping each other on a week-to-week basis. And we need more parity in college football like this. Duke just had an amazing game this past weekend. We need that. SMU just won on their home field against Miami. We need that in college football. It sucks that it has to be the ACC and everybody is getting like, you know, nobody can seems to make it out alive. But when I see a team, when I see teams of that nature start to get a lot more love in the equation, like the poll, the college football playoff committee. Choosing to show respect to Virginia and Louisville, at least initially, okay, then I might say, okay, the ACC, we still got some life. But I just like the parody of it. I'm always going to choose the parody of the college football game because I think that's what we need more of.
You ready for some rapid fire?
Yeah, for sure.
This is interesting rapid fire. Choose or never go to another college football game, brother.
What?
On the field. Choose or never go to a college football game ever again. What conference championship are you most excited to go to, Mo?
Ooh, that's tough. Okay, Conference USA. Kennesaw State, hopefully, it will be playing for a conference championship. And even if they're not hosting it, I think that they can win it. And then I just think that the way that the race is stacking up right now, Jack State is in a good position. Kennesaw is in a good position. It's going to come down to the wire. I'm probably most excited about that. And it's on a weekday.
It's on right. It was like a Friday night. I think I went to that
Friday game.
Night. Yeah, Mike went to there actually. So answering that same question, Con USA will be up there. The American will be up there as well. Big 12. Cotton Bowl. I haven't been there yet. I would love to go to the Big 12.
Innocent Jerry's World.
Yeah, right. At the Cotton Bowl, I would have to see that. Heisman vote. You get a Heisman vote right now. Who's a Heisman winner?
Haynes King. Put his name on the Heisman, bro. Haynes King, even in a loss this past week, was incredible.
He put the most valuable.
You talk about most valuable player to their team. You take that away from Georgia Tech. Yeah, they still got the system. Yeah, they still got Philo. But, like, what this kid is doing is really everything that y'all asked this man to do in the offseason over the last 2 years, he's done. Give him his roses. Y'all told him, oh, well, maybe we'll take him seriously if you stop throwing interceptions. He did. He only got 2 on the season. What's the next thing? Oh, well, maybe you'd be more involved in the offense and be a greater position. He did. He is their best running back. He's their RB1. He's so much of the RB1 that I would say Jamal Haynes is RB3 now because they got Hosley.
That's a take. So, January 27th, season is ended. Spring semester has started. When the workouts start, circus training is real. Who's Georgia Tech head coach?
Brent Keeney.
He's not going anywhere.
No.
Okay.
I feel like it's a pipe dream to fantasize about for those people that's out there that actually want a good ball coach. But you can't have our guy.
He is still with Kenny Dillingham in Arizona State. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, for Kenny, yeah, like Kenny, he has buy-in from the community. He has buy-in from everybody around them, donors, everybody. It's the same thing with Georgia Tech. Like they finally starting to put resources in. I feel like he would be a fool to leave right now when they're just re-upgrading their facilities.
There too. So it's a lot there. Who wins the ACC?
Oh man, Georgia Tech.
Who wins the American?
North Texas. I think UTSA they snipe South Florida.
They're gonna snipe a couple teams.
They're gonna snipe a couple teams. I'm saying North Texas right now.
What team currently in the college football playoff won't be in the college football playoff? And I'll give you a refresher of those teams really quick. We have Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Bama, Georgia, Oregon, Texas Tech, Virginia, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, BYU.
A team that won't be in, I think I can give you two. There's a world that exists that Texas beats Texas A&M at the end of the season and crashes the party. And Texas A&M goes from where their hot spot is right now to being out based off of the Texas loss. I can see that based on what Texas A&M has looked like just the last, let's just say 6 quarters. But also outside of the top 25 in the college football, outside of the top 12 college football playoff, I want to say Notre Dame so badly, but I just don't think that they're going to slip. I don't think that they're going to slip. Who are the
So you have the top 4 is Ohio State.
Who are the final 3?
The final 3 are we're going
solid.
excuse Memphis because they're G5 bid right now. But you're looking at Oregon, Notre Dame, and UVA.
Man, Oregon, because if they lose to Iowa this weekend, then I think that the committee is going to be in a really weird situation because it's like, dang, where do we have to move Iowa up?
Right.
And we have to, how far do we drop Oregon now, given that this is their what? That would be
their second loss. Yeah. How much do you value head-to-head victories? That would come into fruition as well. Who wins the SEC, brother?
SEC?
Yeah.
Oh man, SEC. I'm gonna stick with my guns, bro. I think Georgia wins the SEC.
Yeah, they might.
I'm gonna go Georgia Bulldogs SEC. Every week in and week out, I've been looking at Georgia and they've been trailing in the fourth quarter. They've been trailing in games, and then somehow, some way, they just find a way to come back. And I think at the core of it, this team is a team where if there's a dogfight and it's just mano and mano, they're gonna look you dead in their eyes and they're not gonna flinch for the entire 4 quarters. Like, I know that that's gonna be the case. So based on just the identity of just the teams at the top, I'm gonna say Georgia.
Okay.
Even though it'll need some other things to happen in order for that to be the case. But I'm gonna say Georgia.
Big Ten.
You know how frustrated it is that we're not having USC in this conversation?
We haven't.
Like, goodness gracious, they just got a big win this past week.
They were in the top 25. I believe they are at 19th. I love Southern California. They're a few plays away from being undefeated as well.
Their run game is looking amazing, by the way. King is good, bro.
Yeah, it is. And they got kind of a running back by committee. All right, brother. I'm going to give you the final word. The last minute is yours. For everybody just tuning in, most viewers we've had in a very long time. Truly appreciate you guys. Moon's got the final word. This is CFB Late Show. Not sure what the concept of the show is, but we know it's in an NKBC stage. But don't be surprised if me and Moon is up here live every day, man. You got the final word, brother. We're going full screen to you.
in this wonderful, wonderful, and wacky world of college football, where we have the haves and the have-nots, we gotta have some moments to talk about hold this L. I talked about it on Twitter, but there's some teams that gotta hold this L. Georgia State, hold this L. You didn't even play this week, and I'm still thinking about what happened to you last week. Yeah, hold this L. You gotta hold it. Georgia Tech, you're gonna hold an L. Personally, giving out for me because I did not think that your defense was gonna sell you like this. I didn't think. Navy, hold an L. I bet on you last week and you sold me. How you gonna do that? I still don't know which Florida State is gonna show up to the party. Is it the one with the spooky Florida State at the beginning of the year? Is it the other Florida State? I don't know what the talk around the land right now is as far as the ACC, how many teams get in the ACC, how many get into the Big 12. I don't know. But all I know is that college football is at its fever pitch right now. This is better than the Young and the Restless. This is best. This is better than the Bold and the Beautiful. This is better than As the World Turns. What else is there? General Hospital. It's better than that. Every week, I am glued to the edge of my seat watching this drama unfold and play out. We appreciate y'all watching this drama unfold and play out with us. Make sure you check out thecfbnation.com for all your latest in the college football world. Special shout out to all the teams that got a dub on this past weekend. Victory Monday, Tuesday energy for you. We appreciate you. And special shout out to the viewers. Just tune in. This is the first episode. It's probably going to change a lot. But until next time, thank you for supporting us. We'll see you soon. And to make a college football fan a new one, share this with somebody, you know, and just share what we got going on. Until next time. Hey, Governor. You 2 for 2 today on shows. Actually, 3 for 3 because you went live early today. You 3 for 3, bro. You know who ain't 3 for 3? Unless he on the golf course. Hugh Freeze. Hope you have a great weekend. Oh, bro. Dang.